understand. So let's try and get to a point face to face.
Well, I mean, again, just to be honest with you, there is no work product that is available in the open source environment which you have, that is attributed to you, your work product, which highlights you are a subject matter expert with the Islamic State, Al-Qaeda, other Salafi jihadist elements comprising the global jihad movement.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I wrote a 40-page report for the Boston Marathon.
Again, you're interrupting. I'm trying to finish to say
you're saying stuff is fallacious.
A subject matter expert of level sufficient to be advising a president of the United States.
So being a paid Department of Justice expert on the Boston bombing trial doesn't meet that metric? I mean, you're not serious, are you?
Yes, I am very serious.
So the Boston bombing trial, one of the biggest terrorist prosecutions since 9/11, being an SME, subject matter expert for the DOJ, then I have no idea what your metrics are.
Well, Sebastian,
I mean, have you been a DOJ SME on a trial of that magnitude?
Sebastian, people working in the business call it a SME. I am familiar with the jargon, and I'm so glad that you're versed in acronyms. But what I would submit to you is that it's almost hilarious that you would use that as justification to be working in the White House when that was a pretty slam dunk case.
Okay. So,
I mean, did they even have an expert witness on the stand at any point for anything that you would be providing expertise with?
Yeah, they did. There were two of us. It was Matt Levitt and myself.
You were on the stand at one point.
No, Matt Levitt was on the stand for phase 1. And I was supposed to be called for phase 2, but they never brought their witness to counter, so I wasn't required. So the report I wrote was part of the prep for the team, and Matt dealt with the first phase, and the second phase they folded. So it wasn't required. But if you read the letter from the acting U.S. attorney for Boston, it's clear that my work contributed to the prosecution's case. So it's not a question of
So let me get this straight. So
oh my gosh, this is pointless.
No, it's
again,
interesting.
You're doing it. All you want to do is attack my credentials, not explain why it's me. Okay, but this is a pointless. We're getting in a circle. Let's try and see if it's better in person. The offer stands. I'm truly, bottom of my heart, open to meeting you in person, face to face, and you can tell me everything that is the real reason or whatever you wish to unbear your soul with, and I'll listen to it.
See,
okay?
you're continuing to be condescending and confrontational, and you began the conversation that way.
How? By inviting you to talk to me?
Well, I mean,
in the White House? How's that confrontational?
Things like bare your soul or whatever you just said. I mean, do you know
how confrontational?
Do you know how condescending and ridiculous that sounds?
Okay, forget it. Then what's the point of meeting, I guess?
Well, no.
I'm really trying to extend some kind of olive branch to have you come and talk to me in the White House. Would you like to do that?
I tentatively accept your offer.
Okay,
I will have to get back to you.
Let's stop the conversation here. The offer stands, okay? Get back to me when you feel ready. If the 8th works, great. If it doesn't, we'll reschedule. As I said, just give me 24 hours, and we'll take it from there.
Well,
and then
before I commit to this,
you don't have to commit. You don't have to commit now. We've penciled something in.
It's interesting how you don't let people finish sentences. I mean, I can tell that the epinephrine or the testosterone or something is just running high right now. But let me just say that one condition that I would have to impose on this is that you actually let me finish when you ask, why are you saying these things? Which I tried to do. Which I tried to do 22 minutes ago when we first started the call.
No, but as I said, the phone isn't the best thing. But in person, absolutely. Make your whole case, fire away, bring whatever evidence you wish, and do what needs to be done in terms of satisfying.
There's no evidence to bring. I mean, the evidence is.
You said you got letters from Congress and this. And
oh, sure. That I'd be happy to show you where I have been involved with formulation of national security policies such as.
I'm not interested in your credentials. I'm not interested. I mean, that's neither here or there. That's fine.
You already belittled me. You already belittled me and said that basically I'm some nobody who hasn't been on TV in 2 years.
No. Look,
That's what you said.
I'd like you, right, to argue your case, okay, based upon empirical evidence. What you've done in the past can stand alone. The empirical evidence is all I need, okay? And if you make a devastating case, okay, then so be it. But just bring whatever.
Then so be it. As in what? You'll resign? You'll acknowledge that you're out of your league?
Oh, if you can convince me that I have no place in national security, yeah, absolutely. After 25 years of doing it, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Bring it on.
Well, what seems interesting here is that you're so intent upon impressing upon me that I am wrong to...
Well, wouldn't you be after what happened to me?
So what I would submit to you is that
wouldn't you be?
The rational...
What if somebody you've never met before...
Oh, it happens to me all the time. It happens to everybody who...
It doesn't happen to me, I can tell you.
Oh.
It does not happen to me. So maybe you've got some tricks you can share with me, but about how you deal with it. But this is the first time ever.
So let me ask you this: Have you made a similar phone call to my colleague Cindy Storr, my dear friend Cindy Storr, who was the original Al Qaeda analyst at CIA, who in a Washington?
She's not tweeting about me endlessly.
No, she's tweeting about you, and she told the Washington Post that most people in government think you're nuts. So I'm just curious.
No, because she hasn't been on a tirade sending emails around the hill. At least not that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay. So,
I'm dealing with.
So she calls you. She says that.
I can only deal with what I know.
Oh,
okay?
you should read the Washington Post story. So she says you're nuts in a Washington Post story. Okay.
So what?
That's far more pointed. That's far more pointed than anything that I've said about you.
Okay, but I couldn't care less. I can give you Lieutenant General Charles Cleveland, who will say the opposite and did so on the back cover of my book, and he's the commander of Fort Bragg. I can give you congressmen. So Cindy Storr is neither here nor there because, at least as far as I'm concerned, I haven't seen her do the kinds of things you've done again and again and again. Maybe if she does, I'll open the same offer to her. But right now, this offer is for you, okay? I've got to end the conversation because I'm at home. So, as I said, the 8th is fine. If that doesn't work, get back to me. Otherwise, we'll meet whenever it is convenient for you, okay? And truly, I look forward to it. So thank you, Mr. Smith. I appreciate you taking the time.